So, you kept your promise.
Who did this?
I didn't see. What does it matter now?
I'm going to get some help.
No, it's too late for that. And I can still be of some use to you. Quick, give me the parchment. They came to find it. Great heavens, it's as I thought. It means, in his dwelling place of dead Relia, Cthulhu dreams and waits. Do those words ring any bells?
I've come across the name Cthulhu in old manuscripts concerning primitive religions. Nothing more.
Mr. Parker, man has not always been the master of this world. Many ages ago there was a race of gods, the great old ones.
But how can you believe such...
I have little time. Rightly or wrongly, many believe that by using certain incantations, these loathsome creatures can be brought back to reign over us once more.
How?
There are portals through which the great old ones will enter, in exchange for the promise of power, wealth, and immortality. Oh, there are men prepared to perpetuate the hideous ancestral cults and work for the return of these gods.
What are these gods? Where are they?
They are at once far away and very near. Their names are Dagon, Yog-Sothoth, Nyarlathotep, Cthulhu. There are many others. The passing of Halley's comet coincides with a favorable astral conjuncture. They will return. Parker, you must stop them. You must. Do you hear me?
How can I stop them?
In 2 nights from now, in the center of a stone circle, the guardian of the portal will materialize. It must not be allowed to happen. You will find here a book called the Necronomicon. Within its cursed pages, you will find the formula you need. Be warned, Parker. The book drives men to madness. Do not take it from here.
But if you...
My desk. The message. That man will help you. Some of Ilsmouth's citizens will seek your destruction by whatever means possible. Read the message in the safety of your room.
But...
Noracamus, the sorcerer, even dead, he wields ghastly power.
Dead?
Remember, more things in heaven and earth, Horatio, than are dreamt of in your philo...
I won't forget, Tobias Jug. De Vermis Mysteriis, of the closeness of shadows, a study of the preaching of Laurent, known as the Visionary. The Necronomicon. I'll need a key to get this book open. This little key must open the lock on this book. The ancients were, the ancients are, the ancients will be. Yog-Sothoth knows the portal. Yog-Sothoth is the portal. Yog-Sothoth is the guardian and the key to the portal. To summon him, stand inside the circle at the appointed hour. Yagnai, Thafik, Nagha, Yog-Sothoth. 3 times he must be summoned, and there will be light. The portal will shut. I'll put it back in its place. Occult Practices and Demonic Works by Theobald of Siam. The Myth of the Beginnings of St. Patrick. The Shadow of Ghouls. The Tiara of Madness by Michael Roy. What sinister reading matter! Occult Practices and Demonic Works by The Myth of the Beginnings of St. Patrick. Jug has been killed. I found him in his secret library. I don't know who did it. I must be careful, since I am probably a prime suspect. The ancients were, the ancients are, the ancients will be.
Mr. Parker, have you just been at Jug's place?
Well, to be honest.
Have you just been at Jug's place?
Parker and Jugs get on real well together, that's no secret. But I did hear yelling.
But what are you...
I'm going to have to ask you to follow me, Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, you're under arrest for Jug's murder.
But I'm innocent.
Poor Parker, so young, and already in the next world.
Oh, Mr. Parker. Was your talk with Mr. Jug useful?
Well, to be honest,
Have you just been at Jug's place?
Yes, I saw Mr. Parker come out. He didn't seem to want anyone to see him.
but what are you...
I'm going to have to ask you to follow me, Mr. Parker. Mr. Parker, you're under arrest for Jug's murder.
But I'm innocent.
Poor Parker, so young, and already in the next world.
Do you want something in particular?
I just dropped in to say hello.
How nice of you, Mr. Parker.
The man who can help you lives where the three colors float. From there, 100 messages leave. He's recently been looking for the forgotten cemetery, which is on the map everybody can see. Now, where have I seen a map of the region? And what are these three colors and 100 messages?
It's Mr. Parker. How about a drink with poor old Jed?
I'd love to, but a little later. I'm in something of a hurry.
Another time, then.
Good day, Miss Gilchrist. I was told there's a map of the region hanging up here, but I can't seem to...
Oh, well, David Underhouse asked me for it, and I lent it to him. The poor man can't get around, you know. Such a cruel world.
Where can I find him?
There, the door at the end. Interested in Indians, are you? Mr. Underhouse is very keen. He's been looking for that cemetery for months.
I beg your pardon?
The cemetery of some Indian tribe, the Muckamucks or something. Well, he found it, and my, is he happy. Now why should a fine man like that take such an interest in savages?
As for savagery, I think the Indians might have learned a thing or two from the 7th Cavalry.
Mr. Parker, my father often said, the only good Indian's a dead one, and he knew what he was talking about. Now, if you'll excuse me, some of us have work to do.
Thank you for defending the Indians, Mr. Parker. No, the walls don't have ears. They are merely very thin. I believe you want to consult the map of this region. Please, go right ahead.
I'm very grateful, Mr. Underhouse.
So, Mr. Parker, why don't we discuss the Micmac?
I'm afraid I didn't make myself very clear. It's precisely because I'm so ignorant about Indian culture that I'm here. Have you heard of Narakamus?
Indeed. He was the last of a particular branch of the Micmac tribe, a branch known as they who worship the Night Howler. By Night Howler they meant Nyarlathotep. How did you hear about him?
We met. He almost killed me.
But he is supposed to have died 70 years ago.
I can only tell you what happened.
I know it's none of my business, but may I ask what you're looking for on the map?
Do you know this place here?
That's the stone circle, the location of the Micmac burial ground. And you say you know nothing of Indian culture?
Does the name Cthulhu mean anything to you?
Let me answer you with a question of my own. Did you know that those who worship Nyarlathotep are rewarded with a very particular gift, immortality.
Do you think that...
There are names it is wise never to pronounce, and people it is wise never to meet.
Are you talking about the Hambleton family?
An ancient curse hangs over Ilsmouth. Some of the townspeople practice strange rituals in the worship of foul and age-old gods. I wanted to know more, and my curiosity cost me my legs.
And Tobias Jugg, who led me to you, is dead.
Dead? Dear God, there is no time to lose. Andrew Arlington isn't here. The diary containing the origin of the curse is locked inside his office safe.
I'll get the diary and bring it.
No, you'd better leave it where it is. There's no point in alerting them, is there? I can give you some information. I know the combination to the safe is made up of a number of digits.
You don't happen to know what they are?
When I discovered it, just before my accident, the digits had something to do with the Bible.
Well, thank you for your help.
You can thank me by bringing me a photo of the stone circle.
That's a promise. Good morning, ladies.
Hello, Mr.
Gloria, I forbid you to speak to this person. He is nothing more than a ruffian who fights in the streets.
I just dropped in to say hello.
That's very kind of you. I just received a magnificent brooch, imitation silver and gold. Very cheap, $2. I also have a pretty locket at $1. What do you think?
I'll take everything.
Thank you. Come back soon. What can I get for you, Mr. Parker?
Anything new to offer?
I have some delivery problems with the roads being blocked.
Well, goodbye, Mr. Meyer.
Thank you. Come back soon.
Don't try buying my respect with worthless, shiny baubles.
I just dropped in to say hello.
That's very kind of you. I just received a magnificent brooch, imitation silver and gold. Very cheap, $2. I also have a pretty locket at $1. What do you think?
I'd like another set of photosensitive plates.
Hold on a second. There are 4 plates. That'll be $10, please.